Hi, I'm John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy, with another Global Real Estate School podcast. Welcome to the broadcast. My name's John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy, and we are continuing our series with USA Mortgage, some of the loan officers and various individuals who are involved with USA Loan Mortgage. By the way, I want to be sure and mention their license number NMLS 227262. They're equal housing lender. And they're great folks, and you've heard me say that already on several of our podcasts. So I appreciate USA Mortgage and just appreciate the information they've been bringing to the podcast for Global Real Estate School. And today, David Rosenthal is with us. You're from the Florida area, right, David?
That's right. I'm down in the West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that area down in West Palm Beach. So thank you, David, for your time. And I'm excited today because David and I both have a passion for technology and video. And he and I both use a program called BombBomb. It's a great program as a real estate professional. It is a small fee for a monthly fee. However, there are some tools I think you just need to budget for. And David's going to share with us some ways as real estate agents you can use BombBomb. So David, first and foremost, tell me a little bit about your successes with BombBomb video and maybe just some stories that and ideas you could share with the audience.
Sure. So first off, video is, the new way of building relationships with people, right? Nothing beats getting belly to belly with someone and having a 3D conversation, if you will. But with social media now, you can create something called a parasocial relationship. And what that is like when you look at a movie star and you know everything about them, their kids, their dogs, whatever, when you meet them in person, it is a one-sided relationship. You feel like you know them, they're a celebrity, and they have no clue who you are, right? So by creating short and long form video, and BombBomb is just one tool to do that, you basically can use this media and put it out on social media, use this video media, put it out on social media, creating all kinds of content. And just because you're in the real estate or mortgage business, you shouldn't be spewing real estate mortgage information all the time because nobody wants to hear it, frankly. They want to see about you, what you're having for dinner, you're out on date night, what your kids are doing, that they look, they're doing cannonballs into the pool, or, your pet's laying on their back, scratching their back in front of the
Right.
TV, and, you're making the dog fetch, or whatever the case may be. That's what people really want to see when you're on vacation. If you post, hey, I'm John and I got a new listing, and you're going to get very little engagement on social media with that kind of stuff. People want to get to know you. So by using video in your business, you're subconsciously creating this relationship with people, and they may not even like and engage with your posts, but over time they keep seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. And you'll run into people in town and they'll kind of be like, oh my God, that's John. I see him on Facebook. Like, hey man, how you doing? I see your videos all the time. You're great. Yeah. Whatever. Your kids are hilarious. You're like, who the hell are you?
Right.
But it's working. You're building a relationship. And when it comes time for them to list their house or to buy a house, people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And they're building that with you on social media. So social media is one use of video. The tool BombBomb you were speaking of is something that's used on a more personal level for what I do. So a new lead comes in, right? And, most realtors, most lenders are going to pick up the phone and call that person or send them an email, hide behind a computer, or send them a text message. Well, our region, the PAC region, that's led by Jeff Fitzer and Sean Curley, and Nathan Hopper, who's on the ops side. But Jeff Fitzer was a video influencer for this company, BombBomb. He was a top 5 video influencer, and he teaches people this all over the country. And so rather than send a text or an email, we will send a video to the client saying, hey, my name's David. I got your number from John over at ABC Mortgage. He asked me to reach out, said you're looking to get pre-approved to buy a home. And that's the first step in the process. Give me a call, shoot me a text, let's connect. I'd love to kind of walk you through the process and tell you what we need to do to get you in a position to make a strong offer. and use their name. I even have a whiteboard. I think it's down there, but I'll put their name on a whiteboard, and because the first 3 seconds of the video is like a loop. So the
Right.
beginning of the video, I'll write the name. Let's say the lead's name is John. I'll write John on the whiteboard, and I'll do this with the whiteboard, shake it. And if you see a video come through either in a text or an email that's got your name on it, you have to click on it. You can't
Yeah,
you can't
exactly.
not, right? So that's one way is reaching out to leads. Another way that we use BombBomb in our business is with um, is updates. So for instance, rather than send an email to the title company and the listing agent and the buyer's agent, if the loan's in processing, the loan's in underwriting, the appraisal's been ordered, all that stuff, we send videos. So you can do it personalized through BombBomb, where you can do the same thing on a whiteboard. You put, loan update for 123 Elm Street, and you flash it like that. So everybody goes, oh, that's my property. That's my deal. They click on it. Or you can have generic ones that come and through with automation that sync with technology. The other thing, which is my favorite that we use in the business, is their BombBomb screen share feature, which from a lender standpoint, we get a lot of questions. And to go over a loan estimate or a closing disclosure with a client generally takes 30 to 40 minutes. So I've taken that process down to between 5 and 10 minutes, where I will do a screen share video presentation of their loan estimate, and I'll fly through it because they can pause it, they can rewind it, they can go back,
Right.
and I will go over all the numbers that they're going to see from start to finish. And I always tell them, if you have any questions, feel free to watch this again, but you can always give me a call, shoot me a text, happy to walk you through it. But this way they can digest it before they, and write down questions. And rather than doing it one time, they're like, oh crap, I should have asked that guy before.
Yeah.
Um,
I love that. That's a great
it's,
idea.
yeah, it's my favorite use of the tool BombBomb. And my biggest recommendation for agents that use BombBomb, or there's a few other ones like Co-Video tools similar, is when you guys have a buyer presentation, a listing presentation, or you're signing a contract with someone, before you meet with them in person to sign it, or if you can only do DocuSign, do this video screen share. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck on the phone for 30 or 40 minutes. You can go over the key points of the contract in 5 to 10 minutes with all the information they need, and they will feel like a much more well-informed buyer or seller.
Exactly. And, I use BombBomb, as I mentioned, for my real estate school. And so for those of you who are watching, thinking about getting your real estate license, or some of you who are in the school, if you've written me a question or you ask me a question, a lot of times I'll answer your question for you via BombBomb, because I think it's a lot easier for me to have that personal connection to say, hey, thanks, David, for calling or for your email. And I want to just explain your question about grantor versus grantee. I got a lot of questions about life estates and different things. So I created one video, and the video BombBomb actually has a video library. And so I can use that video, as you were indicating. I can repurpose that and say, hey, here's a quick video I produced. And a lot of people never know that I shot that video 3 months or 6 months earlier.
Right. Yeah.
By the way, the BombBomb also has a mobile app. Yesterday, I was in Kansas City speaking to a group, and I received an email. I had just gone for a walk, jog, and needed to take a shower. And I had my ball cap on and a t-shirt. And I thought, I know the people, it's no big deal. So I shot the video and I said, hey, excuse my appearance. I just got back from exercising, but here's your answer, and shot it out to both of them. And they love the video. So it really is a great tool to stay in touch, communicate. But what I love, what you're doing so much, is the ability, David, to help educate, because I think that's a big part of getting a home loan. Buying a home is a scary process for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And using video to maybe take some of that fear away is a great way to do that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And, there's another much more casual platform that we promote heavily within our region, which is TikTok. And a lot of people see
Right.
TikTok as, kids dancing and doing trick shots and stuff like that. And there's a big part of that. social media is going to give you what you engage with. So if if it's during an election cycle and you're like, I hate this guy, I hate this guy, I hate this guy, it's going to give you all anti this guy stuff. Or if you click on everything that says, I like this guy, I like this guy, I like this guy, it's going to give you more of that. So with TikTok, it's a short form video content where you can make quick videos. You can add licensed music, which is unique to that platform.
Right.
Um, so I do a combination of videos on TikTok, and really the way to do it is to identify your pillars of content. So for me, I tend to, I cook a lot, I have kids, and I'm in the mortgage business, right? And I also invest in real estate.
Right.
So for me, if a client calls me and has a question about a mortgage, that's a great quick TikTok because it's educational, right? Or if we're
Right.
traveling, we got a couple Airbnb properties, when I was out looking at them and stuff like that, I would make a quick TikTok about it. And I'm not looking to go viral. I'm just looking to put out content over time that just compounds. Um, a longer form strategy with video would be YouTube, and Google owns YouTube. So if you make enough YouTube videos about, hey, relocate to this area, here's the top 5 things to do in West Palm Beach, or the top 5 school districts, top 5, whatever, restaurants, bars, nightclubs, whatever. When people are Googling things to do in West Palm Beach, eventually your video will come up because videos rank very high with Google. So,
Right, exactly.
yeah,
And Google has the new Reels now, which is similar to TikTok. So you can
yeah,
repurpose some of this content among various platforms like Instagram and so forth,
exactly.
which kind of is a great segue because you see a lot of real estate agents in the Florida area. And I'm sure, and I know Jeff, who you were talking about, who is a huge influencer and very big collaborator on Lab Coat Agents, or used to be anyway.
Yep.
What are you seeing? I mean, sometimes I hear agents that will say, "Oh, I hate to do too much of that because I don't want people to get upset," and I've kind of started reversing that philosophy to say, you know what, if someone doesn't want to follow me or if someone doesn't want to watch my videos, that's okay because I really would rather do business with people who want to watch my
Sure.
videos, who want to be a part of me. And it's not anything derogatory against you. I mean, not everybody has to like your videos, but I was just going to ask you, for top agents, do you see them utilizing social media and these platforms heavily? I mean, uh,
Yes. Yes. I mean, I
I
think
guess
all,
there's some agents I see that I think, gosh, they're on social media all the time, but they're also the same ones that are just knocking it out of the park selling real estate. So I was just curious of
yeah,
your comment there.
look, everybody's got their strategy. There's agents who are lead specialists, and there's agents who are relationship specialists, right? Um,
Right.
and I know I can take 2 very distinct examples in my head. 2 guys I know. One of them is a huge lead buyer. Every month, he's got a team of 4 or 5 buyers agents. They do a lot of transactions every year. And he's very big on social media, and he's doing fun, creative content revolving around real estate with little sound bites, making it real estate related. But he also does pictures of when he's on, or videos when he's on vacation and of his dog and all that kind of stuff. And then this other one who's also very successful, I don't see him at all on social media. He doesn't do it. I don't think he wants to do it. He doesn't have the time. He's got a profile, but he's just not as active as this guy. Um, so I don't think there's one right or wrong, but I do think that social media is the ultimate leverage because it's worldwide. So if people are stalking you, which, let's be real, if I'm going to hire a real estate agent, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go on his Instagram and his Facebook or hers, and I'm going to see what their
Right.
online presence is and how they promote themselves. I want to know that if I'm selling my house, my listing is going to be posted online for their sphere to see. And so I think it's very important.
Yeah. And if you're exactly, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, if you're a new agent, you've got to promote yourself and get out there.
Yeah, and I think especially if you're a new agent, I think your friends and family want to help you. I think a lot of new agents feel timid and afraid to put themselves out there. They're like, "Oh, I'll get my real estate license. It'll be easy." They don't realize that you're in sales now, right? And you've got to sell
Right.
yourself, right? But again, you're not going out and saying, "Hi, I'm David. I'm a new realtor. Send me your business." You're just sharing, your day. Hey, I'm in a training class at Keller Williams. This place is awesome, or EXP, or whatever company you're with. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Um, but I think you just got to share your life, is what Jeff Fitzer always says. Share your life. He's got a little girl,
Yeah.
daughter, and man, she is a content machine.
Well, and I love what you said too earlier about people want to see the other side of you, because the other night I went through Culver's restaurant here and I asked the lady, I said, I thought the price was a little less the other day because prices are going up. And she looked at me and she talked to another lady and they were talking and she goes, "Oh, you get the senior discount." So it was way down. And I was like, oh gosh, I guess I look pretty old, which I know I am old, but 62. But what I did while I was waiting at Culver's, they always have you pull forward. I shot a quick video and I said, well, I just got the seniors discount at Culver's. I'm not real happy about it, but hey, I did get a discount
Right.
and just had fun with the video. But a lot of people enjoyed that and laughed about it. And
Sure.
I think that's what you're saying is, have fun with all of this. And, and I'd love for you to give a couple of tips. We want to be mindful of your time, but I heard a guy one time say, done beats perfection every time. Talk about that, because I know some people think, oh, that wasn't very good. Or have you had some videos that it's like, I don't know if I should post that, but you did anyway? Or what's your whole thought process on the
Yes.
perfection side?
Jeff, Jeff Fitzer is I call him my video mentor and social media mentor. And that was a big part of why I came to USA Mortgage, because of him. And that's one of his quotes. He reworded it to, "My shitty video will outperform your non-existent video every day." Right.
Yeah, that's
Um,
right.
so I think it's more important just to make content and start putting it out and get comfortable with it, because your skills will progress as you do more
Exactly.
of it, and you'll get more comfortable. And if you're using TikTok, the editing features are really cool. You can do some fun stuff in there. And it doesn't have to be as thought out as you think. I mean, just like you
Right.
said, have fun. That was a great idea for a video. It's relatable to so many people, you know?
Right. Yeah. And so they see that other side, and then, use some of these platforms and tools where you can educate, talk about VA financing, uh, USDA. USA Mortgage has lots of loan products. And so David and any of the team would be more than happy to help you out. And David's I think you also help agents and people in your region with the whole marketing, with video marketing to help you. And that's the other thing I love about USA Mortgage. You're not only trying, you want to be there to help us and our clients with home loans, but you want to help us succeed as real estate agents. And that's kind of my core value is I want people to pass the test, but I want you to do well as a real estate professional. And I know your heart's in that same area as well.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
So
I don't know how much you know about our marketing department, but one of the other huge pieces is our print marketing. So USA Mortgage owns a print shop inside of our marketing department. We own the machines. We don't lease them, and it's not a profit center for us. So we print everything at cost, and then we co-brand it with an agent, and then we split the cost based on RESPA compliance, how much space we each have on a piece. So, for
right.
example, mailers, door hangers, listing presentations, anything you can think of, wine bottle labels, water bottle labels, stickers, and for example, an agent can send out 1,000 farming pieces to a neighborhood to say, "Hey, I'm your local agent," whatever they want to say, or "just listed, just sold," to try to get more listings. And 1,000 pieces will cost them like 180 or 190 bucks,
Yeah, and you can't
including the
beat that.
shipping.
And let me tell
No.
you what, if you farm that neighborhood, and then you use some of these video platforms like David's talking about, people will see you on video. They'll see your postcard coming in every month or 2, 3 months. And over time, you'll own that neighborhood. And that's how you build your real estate career. So
Yeah.
very, very interesting. Well, David, I could talk to you all afternoon about some of the video ideas, but great suggestions, a lot of great tips. And, again, I love the fact that encouraging agents to use BombBomb and sharing your screen to really prepare people. I mean, there's so many videos you can do on here's how you sign the electronic forms, here's what our contract looks like, price reductions, and you do that one time, and it can save you a lot of time, and your client has it so they can watch it a couple times and make sure they understand. So really good ideas.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I wish I was in West Palm Beach, Florida. I love that area. It's great. But we'll have David's information listed below. If you have any questions, reach out to him. And David, thank you again for the time this afternoon. This was great.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
All right. And tell Jeff I said hi. He's a good guy. So, all right. Bye.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, everyone, for listening to the podcast and watching us on YouTube. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the podcast for Global Real Estate School. I'm John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy. Go out and make it a great day.
Topics discussed on this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Interest rates and products are subject to change without notice and may or may not be available at time of commitment or lock-in. DAS Acquisition Company, LLC is not affiliated with or endorsed by any government entity or agency, including the USDA, HUD, or VA. DAS Acquisition Company, LLC, doing business as USA Mortgage, MLS number 227262, Equal Housing Opportunity.